Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Now, I'm sure that there are still a number of people out there listening right this very second that are concerned, to say the least, about the safety associated with claiming your free Spark tokens, which we as XRP holders are entitled to. Right, I don't blame you. This all stems from some comments from David Schwartz, who of course is Ripple CTO, co-creator of the XRP Ledger, and this is not a critique. I'm just stating factually what happened. He cited a couple risks having to do with having exposure to the cryptocurrency exchange, because one way that you can claim your Spark tokens is to move your XRP to a supporting exchange like BitTrue or Uphold, and I think there's 14 at this point, less my count anyway. And so he cited just a factual thing, not that we should believe this is going to happen. There's no conspiracy out there. There's no evidence of it that I've certainly seen. If there is, you let me know. I will share it, but there is no evidence to this point. It was just this idea that exchanges are going to get loaded up with XRP and then exit stage left. That's not. I don't believe that's going to happen. Now, still having exposure on cryptocurrency exchanges is always scary to me outside of that, just in general. That's why I don't keep my cryptocurrency on exchanges. But I know a lot of people are going to want to claim Spark tokens that way because it's probably the easiest way to do it. But then if you have Ledger hardware, which, Ledger, that's the most popular hardware, crypto hardware wallets. There's a couple different ones, but Ledger, the brand, they're the most popular on the planet. That's my understanding. But I'd be willing to bet that it's the majority of people, certainly in the XRP community, that pretty much any community in crypto, to be honest, that if I had to guess, that would be the hardware that you're using, whether it's the Ledger Nano S or the X, whatever it is. That's what you're going to be using typically. And so you can claim your Spark tokens if you are custodying your XRP yourself, if you've got it in cold storage, and it should be completely safe. So says this individual here, Marcus L. Vila, who is a team member with XRP Toolkit, and they go on to cite exactly why there is no risk whatsoever to claiming your Spark tokens using the XRP Toolkit. So I'm going to read running through this piece here. But before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap the like button, I'd appreciate the support. And if you're a fan of getting free Spark tokens, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel, because why the hell not? Shout out to Aisha. I hope I'm saying your name right. If not, my sincere apologies. But I do want you to know I very thoroughly appreciate you tagging me here. So she tagged Flare Networks and wrote, Flare Networks, any chance you can address the recent speculation that there are risks that the XRP toolkit isn't completely secure for those claiming their Spark token via the airdrop? The exchange risks are plausible, but surely claiming through the ledger should be without risk, ? And XRP Toolkit, the official account, did respond and wrote the following. Claiming Spark using your ledger device is perfectly safe, as long as you only add a message key to your account. You guarantee that by reviewing the transaction details on your ledger's display. See this blog by one of our team members. And so that's why I encourage you to watch this video to the end if this is something that you have done and you've been concerned about, or if you're thinking, okay, maybe you have some interest in claiming your Spark tokens, what's the best method to go? Just check out the rest of this video. I think you're going to end up feeling a lot better about this. Nothing's guaranteed in life, and I'm not going to officially endorse anything. I don't have any sort of partnership with any of these entities here. I'm just reporting and sharing with you what I know and what my humble opinions are. So take that for what it's worth. But I'm just sharing with you that at this point, I feel great about this. So I fully intend to do this personally. And then I was tagged here, so this is where I was tagged. Moon Lambo, if you would like to share with the XRP community. And so I wrote, thank you, I'll make a video about this. I think the community will value this. And to which he responded, appreciate it. Your videos are always very helpful. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you very much for the support and for bringing this to my attention. Because I think this is going to make a lot of people feel a lot better, frankly. So again, this is titled XRP Toolkit, Secure by Design and Defense in Depth. Toho Labs team members have been working with secure software development for the past few years, participated in numerous hacking competitions, and responsibly disclosed vulnerabilities to companies such as Microsoft, SiteGround, Swedbank, Avanza, VMware, R3, Ledger, and Ripple. Security is our top priority. This article is intended to explain step by step how XRP Toolkit processes transactions and how your assets remain safe even in the unlikely event that all of our infrastructure, your network, browser, and computer are all compromised. And so in reading that, I was like, well, that's a pretty damn bold statement, but I like it. And there is a rational reason as to why this is the case here. And so here you go. And there's a little screen here. I'll just, in case you want to see this, they have a couple graphics on the screen in case you care to look. All right, I'm going to keep scrolling. All right, red box. The red box in the figure above contains everything we assume are compromised. This includes connect wallet, fetch details, prepare transaction, and submit transaction. The red box includes all of our infrastructure, your network, browser, and computer, anything related to XRP Toolkit, and then some. And then the green box. The green box indicates what you as a user must trust, your wallet. You are trusting your wallet with your assets and secret keys in order for it to fill its purpose, to let you review and approve or reject transactions. And so, again, that's what they're citing right there. There's some imagery with the hardware wallet and so on and so forth. That's cited. How to stay safe. Despite our team following security best practice in XRP Toolkit, using every available security measure to prevent a compromise, there is one thing you must always do yourself. Review all transaction details in your wallet before signing. And they wrote that in italics and bold, so that's important. Review all transaction details in your wallet before signing. Let's go over each step required to prepare, sign, and submit a transaction using XRP Toolkit. Especially note how step 4 is the only step capable of affecting your assets and how it's completed independently of XRP Toolkit. So step 1, connect wallet. Connect a wallet like Sum, Ledger, Decent, or Kobo Vault. Some wallets communicate using QR codes, and some using USB. Once connected, the only possible actions are get address and sign transaction. Note that none of the supported wallets have functionality to export secret keys. Did I say that weird? Export? I feel like I said it weird. I don't know, whatever. Moving on. None of the supported wallets have functionality to export secret keys, and no transaction can be signed without you explicitly approving it on the wallet. Step 2, fetch details. Your XRP Toolkit instance runs get address on your connected wallet and then fetches some public data from the XRP ledger, such as your account sequence number and the current ledger index. Note that all XRP ledger data is public and that it's only saved to your local browser storage. Step 3, prepare transaction. You are now ready to prepare transactions in XRP Toolkit. No matter what transaction you prepare in XRP Toolkit, it cannot be settled on the XRP ledger without a valid signature. Only your wallet can produce a valid signature, and only with your explicit approval. And this is why when we were getting at, and David Schwartz brought this up, he's like, the only way, other than like, an exit scan, which I cited earlier in the video, the only other reasonable, plausible way for something horrendous to go horrendously wrong with this is if you download software that isn't from a trusted source and is effectively malicious. Outside of that, it's like, how are they going to get your seed phrase, for example? How are they going to get your private key? And so that's what everybody was saying, like, well, how the hell is this going to happen? Well, that's why, again, David Schwartz was really more so getting at downloading something that's malicious. Even then, though, and this could happen, you'd have to approve the transactions yourself still. So you'd have to be tricked into doing that. But it doesn't seem to be, so far as I know anyway, and I'm not pretending to be some sort of tech wizard, so just take it for what it's worth. But that's really the only reasonable way to, like, a plausible thing that I could possibly think of that would result in the loss of your funds here. But anyway, step 4, review and sign transaction. XRP Toolkit sends your prepared transaction to your wallet and asks it to sign transaction. Your wallet then requires you to review the transaction, be it Sum, Ledger, Decent, or Kobo Vault. If you determine the transaction to be correct, free from typos and tampering, you approve the transaction on your wallet. Step 5, submit transaction. If you approve the transaction, A signature, which is only valid for the reviewed transaction, is sent from the wallet to XRP Toolkit. This signature is added to the prepared transaction, which is then submitted to the XRP ledger for validation. If you reject the transaction, XRP Toolkit cannot form a valid transaction and has nothing to submit. Step 6, double check. As a final step, you may want to verify that the transaction was actually included in the XRP ledger by checking your account's transaction history from an independent transaction explorer like XRP Scan or BitHomp. And I personally use BitHomp with some amount of regularity. Anytime I want to just check and make sure that my precious XRP accounts are safe and sound, I'll pull it up on BitHomp. I'm a fan of that site. Anyway, and then there's this little subheading which I like. Now explain like I'm 5 years old. I love it. XRP Toolkit is very secure. Even if the red box starts lying, the green box still tells the truth. Look on your wallet before pressing any buttons. Hey, makes all the sense in the world to me. And then the advanced security details. XRP Toolkit is served from hardened read-only servers, only accepting HTTPS connections. DNS lookups are protected by DNS security extensions, and strict transport security ensures that any certificate error blocks XRP Toolkit from loading. Once your browser has fetched XRP Toolkit, it runs sub-resource integrity checks, SRI, and applies a strict content security policy limiting allowed scripts, styles, images, and connections. You can view all enabled security headers in Mozilla Observatory. Once securely fetched, integrity checked, and locked down, your XRP Toolkit instant connects to the XRP ledger via the XRPL.ws node cluster maintained by a group of reputable community members, including Barath Chari, whose name I'm butchering, and Vite Wind. So there we go. The bottom line is, in order for these transactions to occur, especially if you're using like a ledger, which is what I'm a fan of, and I have multiple Ledger Nano S's actually. In order for a transaction to go through, you have to physically click buttons on the damn thing. And then there are others. And so from what I've read, there are others as far as XRP Toolkit. And maybe I can find some more specific information to share with you, but it's been vetted, and so if it's not safe, holy hell, this is like the ultimate trick, right? If it's actually not safe, I can't imagine that to be the case. I'd be very surprised here. And like I said in my previous video on the topic, it's like you gotta have trust for certain institutions, entities, people in life in order to function as a freaking human. And with the degree to which this has been used by countless individuals, I'd just be shocked if we didn't discover something, because look, this has been independently vetted by people that have an actual technical background to make sure that there's nothing malicious in the code, and nothing's been found. And you can go in and take a look at all that yourself if you know how to, and I don't. So that's why, for me, I'm just going to have to trust others, and other people have been the guinea pigs on top of that. So I'm just like, well, okay, life requires trust. It just does, and this is no different here. There's risk in anything you do in life. Just like I cite, if you're walking down the sidewalk and a vehicle hits you, highly unlikely, but we acknowledge if we go outside, it could happen. Or nature's trapdoor could get you. Sinkholes. Maybe we're just sitting here like, what if I'm recording this video and then Moon Lambo gets gobbled up by nature's trapdoor, sinkholes, and then it's just, and then I don't get to upload this. That'd be sad. That'd be the worst thing to come out of that, right? But you see, like there's risk to anything, and so it's kind of like, to what degree, what amount of risk is acceptable? What are we willing to take on? And as far as this, I'm not concerned. So I'm going to be claiming my Spark tokens, and I'm not fearful in the least. And so if you've already claimed yours and you're worried, oh my God, is this safe? It's probably fine in all likelihood. And if you are on the fence as to whether or not to do it because you've been scared, well, make the decision for yourself. And again, I'm not endorsing anything, but to me, for me, it makes sense. So I'm going to do it. And if it actually bites me, well, sucks to suck, man. But I'd be really surprised if that happens. So I feel great. I really do. Because again, even if there's all sorts of compromised systems, you can verify the transaction. Like if it's your Ledger hardware wallet, which I keep citing because that's what I'm using, you still will see what's actually being proposed, and you have to click buttons to make it happen on the wallet. So I'm cool with this. I'm totally cool with this. I'm moving forward. And I'll share with you my experience after I actually do it. Hopefully this helps somebody. If any of you have been freaking out, again, don't blame me one bit. We all put our hard-earned money into this. I got it. And we want to make sure that what we're doing is safe here. So I have nothing but sympathy. And so I just hope that for some of you listening, hopefully it made you feel a little bit better so that you can make a more educated decision yourself here. But that is it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!